today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. This is Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed it. Off to each defender, ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second down and 4. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Now Ryan on first down. And that one's complete to Gurley. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 25-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Falcons 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
The kickoff for Seattle.
And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He completes it to Treadwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
35 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 35 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
54 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 16, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett Falcons. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And his kick is right through. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out to his left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Got it.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seahawks.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Ryan and the Falcons down 21-10, a minute 6 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. So the victory here for Seattle. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take